So I just dropped my son off at school. They have this thing called intramurals where they can play basketball and hockey and kickball, and so he wanted to go. So my morning looked different this morning. It wasn't him getting on the bus, it was me driving him to school. So I just dropped him off and I said a prayer with him, and I always try to instill prayer into my kids. I want them to know how important it is. I want them to know that no matter what they're going through, prayer is like the first line of defense. And so I hope that's something that he can carry with him. He's 10 years old, he's in 4th grade, and he's just like the sweetest kid in the world. So we're gonna go through what a day in my life looks like, and I hope you enjoy it. So in the morning, it doesn't happen often, but I really like to listen to worship music in the morning. So I will turn it on my phone, and kind of helps me start my day the right way, I guess you could say. I'm not a morning person, so I don't like to talk in the morning. So a lot of times my family thinks I'm angry or upset, and I'm not. I don't like to talk in the morning. Okay, well, whoever said making vlogs is easy, they are lying to you 100%. So I'm listening to music right now. I'm going into work late. I work at Christ Church. Whoop whoop. We have a thing called Team Night tonight. It's where we have all of our campuses come together, and all of our leaders and volunteers and anyone who's interested in volunteering come together. So tonight is team night at our church, and my job is I get to drive the golf cart. They only let me do this once a year. I think they think I'm reckless, but I promise you I'm not. So I get to pick up all of the people and thank them for being here, and then we have the people in there that are cheering them on. So we have a lot of fun. We got some people pulling in right now. I'm gonna go pick them up and make them feel really awkward because I'm good at that. So stay tuned. A few days ago, I was at work and my phone rang, and I saw that it was my kid's school. So of course, I panicked a little bit. I'm like, one of them is sick. So I answered the phone, and it wasn't someone from the office. It was a recording. And I thought, that's weird. Why would it be a recording? And the recording went on, and it said, "We noticed that your daughter, Claire, is absent today. Please call the school to verify." And I immediately panicked because I knew she got on the bus. So I got up, I called my husband, who wasn't answering the phone. And at probably the last ring, he picked up and said, "I'm on the phone with the school. I'll call you when I know something," and hangs up. So now panic is set in. I start to panic. I start to cry. I can barely breathe. And I ran into an office where 3 of my coworkers were. And I just said, "The school can't find Claire." And I had no other words. That's all I could say. And they just grabbed me, and they just started praying for me, and praying that the school would find Claire and that it was just a miscommunication. And I can't tell you how many times I've felt the Holy Spirit the way that I did that day. It was almost like I could hear him say, she's okay. I could hear him say, everything's fine. And within 5 minutes, my husband had called and just miscommunication. She wasn't in her class when they took attendance, and then she went to specials and do another class, and they just assumed she was absent. So for that 5 minutes, that felt like a half an hour, nothing but fear was surrounding me. But in the moment of being surrounded by fear, I knew that I was also surrounded by God. And I was surrounded by people that loved me and loved my daughter so much, and they were just praying because they knew that prayer is the first line of defense. And so I'm sure a lot of you have gone through hard moments where you didn't know what to do like I did. Let me tell you, God is always there. He's always there, no matter the time of day, no matter how hard or how easy the situation is. He's always there. And I will remember this story forever because of how much I needed him in that moment. And I truly did believe that she was okay before I even got word from my husband. So prayer is a powerful tool, and I encourage you, in the hard, in the good, in all of it, to just turn to God and let him satisfy your soul in a way that no one else can.